What's going on, everybody? Poodadoo here with another Poo review. Today, we are talking about Scare Package.
Poodadoo!
Okay, so let's get into it. I like to do these reviews right after I watched a movie, and I just finished watching this movie, and man, what a crazy, fun movie this was. I've seen mixed reviews on the internet. Some like it, some don't. I'm telling you right now, this is a fantastic movie. This is a horror comedy anthology movie that is very meta. What does that mean? It means it's a movie that knows it's a horror movie, makes fun of horror movies. You get all your standard horror movie tropes in there. And it's an anthology. It's a collection of short stories that are horror themed, that are very fun, that are very comedic. And then there's a wraparound story around the entire thing. Overall, it was I'll tell you, I can talk about this without giving any spoilers away. It's one of the weird things about this movie. I can tell you everything you need to know about the movie without telling you anything about the movie. It's some of the short stories, the wraparound story is a guy working at a video store. And there are the stories that are told, the anthology stories, are basically video cassettes, that are in the movie theater to be watched. Some of them are really funny. The first one, with the campers, fantastically funny. I laughed out loud at that, and I don't do that very often with movies these days. Some of them were not very good. The last one, that started off as kind of like a fog ripoff, I just didn't get it. I watched it and it didn't do anything for me. But then once all the anthology stuff is done and we start talking about the wraparound story, my goodness, so funny, so hilarious. I really, really, really had a good time. And to make it even better, you have an appearance by the one and only Joe Bob Briggs.
If you people want to live, come with me.
Who does a great cameo in this movie, basically playing himself. And if those of you who don't know who Joe Bob Briggs is, he had, a long time ago on TNT, he had a show called Monster Vision.
You know, a lot of people write me and say, hey, Joe Bob Briggs, just what is monster vision? You don't need no special glasses or an insect's head, just a healthy love for slime and disrespect for the dead. We'll talk about some movies by the old double wide, and when you get that creepy feeling creeping up inside, well then you got monster vision. It's a heck of a fright. We're tearing the heart out of Saturday night. These monster vision movies serve a primitive drive, 'cause watching people die can make you feel so alive. So throw away your clicker now, the flicks have begun, 'cause there's nothing you can do while fully dressed that's as fun as watching TNT beneath the bug zapper light. We're tearing the heart out of Saturday night. Tearing the heart out of Saturday night. Tearing the heart out of Saturday night.
Now he has a show on Shudder, where he basically talks about movies while the movies are playing. Think Mystery Science Theater 3000, but with horror movies. And he's just so funny. And his character in this movie is fantastic. So that was such a pleasant surprise. And then, this isn't really spoiling anything about the movie. The wraparound story, the main villain in the wraparound story, was played by Dustin Rhodes. Who would have ever thought? Yeah, I didn't recognize him as the villain, but then when they showed a little bit of backstory, it was literally Dustin Rhodes.
I did everything I could to make you happy.
And I'm like, that's amazing. So if you're a WWE fan, there's that kind of element of surprise in there. Overall, it was just a fantastic, fantastic movie. I picked it up at Big Lots for $2.99. And definitely got my money's worth. I'm kind of sad I have it on DVD now. I've got to get the Blu-ray. And then I found out that there's a sequel. Now, there was another movie that I watched recently, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was The Houses That October Built. It was a great movie, but found out it has a sequel, and apparently the sequel destroys some of the mythology of the original movie. So I don't know if I want to watch the sequel of this, because this, to me, this was a perfect movie. It was very popcorn. It was very campy. There was a lot of good practical gore effects. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give this one a sneak up on you and surprise you at the end kind of fart, because that's what it did. It basically snuck up on me. I wasn't quite sure what to expect with the anthologies, but when they ended and we got into the wraparound story, man, what a good time. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Give this movie a check. Go check your Big Lots and see if they have it. As I'm filming this, it is September 13th, and my Big Lots got a huge shipment of horror movie, Halloween spooky season movie, and I picked that up for $3. You cannot go wrong with this movie. If you don't want the physical, go rent it, or go watch it on Shudder rather. Shudder is fantastic for this kind of stuff, and you will it's really a good time. I think you'll really enjoy it. I'm going to give it a big, serious sneak up on you kind of fart. Anyway, guys, that's it. I will talk to you with the next review. Take care. God bless. See you then.